Hey guys, how's it going? Now, a lot of you have asked me what kind of lights and camera and just gear that I use to make my content. So I thought, why not give you a little behind the scenes tour into how I make my videos. Alright, well, why don't I start off with what I'm using here to give you what you're seeing right now. I light most of my talking head with the gear that you see right here. I have the camera mounted on the tripod right there, and then these two lights. One right here is my key light, and one over there is my fill light. That's what captures this beautiful mug most of the time when I'm sitting here at my desk. But let me get up and give you a closer look. Now, the camera that I use for most of my work, for both video and photography, is the Canon 5DS. I know it's not the best video camera out there. I mean, it's not horrible or anything. It takes video okay, but it's definitely more of a dedicated stills camera, and more specifically a studio camera, and that's what I use it for. But one day I would like to get a dedicated video camera, but in the future, I mean, for right now, it's the best I got. Now, attached to my Canon is the 24mm f1.4 lens. That gets you a pretty wide shot of my studio here. I have a small studio, but a lot of big gear like lights and soft boxes, so I use this lens for the majority of my A-roll. That way, you guys get the whole setup. But speaking about this studio, for my photography, I'm usually shooting on location at the restaurant, or if it's ad work, then I'll be renting a studio. Rarely do I use this space for client work other than to make videos for this channel or to build my portfolio and test images. So what you guys are actually seeing is a space in my house that I converted into my home office and my personal food photography studio. I built this desk myself, and I cut the wood and built that wall as well. This is a door. I did all of the lighting in here, and I still have concrete floors, which is really, really great because I don't have to worry about making a mess with the food. But all in all, it's a comfy place to film and shoot. Now, on top of my camera here is the Sennheiser lav mic. It's an EW100G3. I think I will get one of those Rode shotgun mics that you see a lot of YouTubers use just to test it out and see how it works. I mean, I like the mic that I have, but I do get a lot of echo, even though I have soundproofing up. But the soundproofing I have, it's this egg crate stuff, and it works pretty good. I mean, it helps a lot. But for now, it's not the best, but it's pretty good. I used to light my videos with the modeling lights of my studio strobes, and I know that sounds absurd, but they actually worked pretty good because they were 300 watts. Those Chrom's have 300 watt modeling light bulbs, and they're pretty good for video if you're using low apertures. But you know, they would overheat after about 45 minutes and turn themselves off, so I'd have to turn them on again, and that was a big pain. I decided, you know what, it's time to invest in some constant lighting for these videos that I'm making. So I picked up a set of these Godox SLB60s. They're bright, they have battery packs, solid LED lights. Okay, I just want to jump down here real quick and show you my new modifiers for my new lights. My modifiers come in the Bowens S-mount, or the light comes in the Bowens S-mount, which is really cool because you can get a variety of different brands that make the modifiers for the Bowens S-mount, and some of them are really, really cheap. I stuck with the Godox here. I really actually like Godox. I used to use one of their large diffusers like the one you see back there a little while ago, and I was really, really impressed. So I picked up two of these large soft boxes for my food videos, for my A-roll, you know, for my talking head and all that kind of stuff. And it was really cool because they came with the grid. This one is filling in my shadows here, and this one here is providing me the key light. Because I can modify them just like my studio strobes, I'll also be using them for all of my future food videos. I'll put a new video up on the channel probably next week, maybe a combined video and shooting food photography with constant light tutorial, something like that, but stay tuned. Now, the last light that you see in this frame is actually that Falcon Eyes flapjack light from a few videos ago. I use it to light this wall back here, but sometimes it is a hassle because I often forget to turn that light off back there. But with these Godox lights, I can use this nifty remote to turn it off and on. And I can also do cool things like change the channels, the power settings, and all that great stuff. But that light, I actually have to physically stand up to turn off. When I'm filming my talking head, I'm actually using my computer here as a live view so I can see my composition, the lighting, and all that great stuff. I can also stop and start the recording from here and then save it directly to my hard drive without having to mess about with cards. I don't have a huge prop collection because I usually rent them if I'm working for a job. But the props that I do have, I keep all here on this rack. I just picked up this really beautiful set of linens from a company called Casa de Linos. Really beautiful stuff they make. I can't wait to start including it in photos. I keep all of my tabletops right here. A couple of these I made myself, but most of my tabletops come from a little company called Solarti. All of my lenses and my cameras are on the shelf that you see behind me in most of my videos, just for easy grabbing, but if I'm going on a shoot, I'll pack them all up into this Pelican case. Luckily it's carry-on size, so I don't have to check it, but my gear, my lenses, my cameras, my lights, they've traveled everywhere with me, and so far I've been really lucky not to have any lost or stolen gear on all of my flights. But because traveling can be a killer for gear, I have another Pelican case for my 4 Elinchrom studio strobes. Usually I'll rent a van or a truck to get to a shoot, especially if I have to bring all the props, the tables, as well as all the photography gear. But luckily most of the time, the prop stylist will bring all the props and the food stylist will bring all of their gear, and then all that's left for me to worry about is to bring my gear to the shoot. But I hope you like this behind the scenes look into my studio, and I'll place all of the links for my gear in the description below. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe, turn on notifications, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.